contract. This next question asks, can the seller then be sued for unforeseen situations that occur on the property? And they extend with their question saying things such as a slip, trip, and fall, or there's property damage. I'm assuming that they mean property damage after the purchase.
Yeah.
And then they have etc. Opening it up there.
Yeah.
What can the seller be sued for and not sued for in a land contract deal?
Well, I mean, anybody can bring a lawsuit, so everything. How about that? But
okay, well, what can they successfully or unsuccessfully be sued for?
Well, if you have the right land contract and it's drafted properly, you are going to shift your risk to your buyer. And you're going to have in that contract something, quite a few provisions. One's going to say, hey, you need to verify a 1-year prepaid homeowner's policy or hazard insurance that names me, the seller, as the loss, what we call the loss payee, with my complete address on the property to make sure that I am covered. And I'm going to give you that 1-year proof of a 1-year prepaid receipt, evidence of that receipt that's been paid. Not just an initial, you want a cancel check or you want something from the home insurance agent, and you're going to take that. That's one way that you can reduce your risk, right? So if somebody slips and falls, okay, you have hazard insurance. There's a fire, there's hazard insurance. There's also provisions within the contract, okay, your land contract, that will actually say what happens if I can't occupy the property, if it's a complete gut. Am I still obligated? Who owns the property? These are all risk management tools that attorneys will offset so that the seller is not impaired and is sitting there with a home that he no longer can do anything with. He's not getting paid on, right? Because there's a fire. And there's so many different things that can happen. So hazard insurance is helpful. Provisions in a land contract are very helpful of allocating risk, okay? But another way that you can reduce your legal and financial exposure is, if you're the seller, you know what? Have a company, form a corporation, form an LLC, a limited liability company, and that company will own the home that is then sold on land contract. It's just one more legal barrier for somebody to have to tackle if they're going to try and sue the home seller. But most often homeowners insurance should take care of everything. Okay, almost all, you know, good policy if the home's insurable. That's
so if you own a property free and clear, but you owned it in your personal name, you should, you should, or not saying that you should, we're not telling anybody what to do, but it would be a good step to take to put that property in an LLC or whatever, and then sell it on land contract instead of just selling it as your personal name. Okay.
Right. It's definitely worth considering. It's
a
great consideration.
Okay. That's just an extension question that I have because I haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
And that's a golden nugget right there, everybody. Put that in your back pocket for when you own all of your properties free and clear, because we all will one day, right?
Right.